Hi friends, Living Fit with Laura on this glorious, glorious, cold, snowy day. Let's say the prayer with me. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. I have decided to be glad in the day, meaning today, not tomorrow, not next week. I will continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind me those things that lie behind. I will not criticize, curse, compare, condemn, complain, or negatively compete, and I will not copy. I had neglected to talk about complaining yesterday, but complaining is a surefire way to cause tremendous misery, impose tremendous misery in your life, because when we complain, the words come out of our mouth and back into our ear, and we chew on it and we chew on it, and we are unable to realize the good things in our life because we are too busy griping and complaining. So let's quit all our griping. Let's focus on our haves, not our have-nots. On this beautiful day, I want to talk to you briefly about yesterday. I mentioned that I've had depression since I was 30, actually since I was in my early 20s. I had my first episode when I was 23, and it is like a 50-pound kettlebell on my shoulder. And the reason I describe it as a gift is because the reason I describe it as a gift is because it reminds me of the fragility and the sacredness of life. We do not live by our feelings or emotions. The depression reminds me to live by the facts, not live by my feelings. Many times when I feel really, really bad, it can be self-imposed. I can be thinking about something from my past that really disappointed or hurt me, or lack of sleep, or maybe I've gone on a junk food binge, or a combination of all three. I've been unpacking boxes and sorting, and yesterday I came across a box from when my kids were small, about 20 years ago, and it reminded me of some incidences that caused me tremendous sadness. But I reminded myself when I saw the letters or the emails or whatever, I reminded myself that we never give up. I never gave up. Though doors can shut, close, we can be in a job and we can realize that we are dealing more with office politics than the actual job duties. We are dealing with egos or egomaniacs, or one of my bosses at that time, 20 years ago, was a rageaholic. He was actually ordered for rage counseling. So I had actually come across my 3-month review, which was very positive. He was very pleased with my work. I had saved considerable monies in that lab. I had solved significant problems. It was a cancer research lab. I was very proud to work there. So my point is, when we are reminded of things that did not end well through circumstances that are out of our control, then we remind ourselves that our part in that incident could not have gone any differently, because at the time we were doing the best that we could do. Let me say that again. When we are reminded of incidences in which we are disappointed, we are reminded that our expectations have come into play, and that we must be open and receptive to God's plans, and that with the information that we have at the time, if we have truly done our best, and going through that job, I remind myself that I truly did my best. My kids were very small, age 2 and 4. My husband had been laid off, and I had, again, solved significant problems in the lab and done extremely well. We could not control other people. I could not have known that my boss was a rageaholic or an egomaniac. I could not have known that by solving significant problems, that he would actually see me in a punitive way. Many times when you are a whistleblower or you solve a significant problem in a job, whether it's safety related or whatever, you naively think that you will be adding to your job security because you have done so well for the laboratory. But the opposite is many times true. Look at the whistleblower at Boeing, and when we are whistleblowers, we might think that we are protecting the company, protecting our coworkers. But if our boss has too big an ego to recognize our contribution, then we will be seen in a punitive light. On this beautiful day, we remind ourselves that we truly have the gift of continuing to put our best foot forward. Depression is a gift to me because it reminds me of the fragility and the sacredness of life, and it also reminds me the gift of compassion to other people that have suffered from depression. Suicide is very, very rampant in our culture, drugs and alcohol, hopelessness. And so I am very aligned and tuned in to helping other people who get to that point of hopelessness. Because if we focus on our feelings, and with depression, it's like a sinkhole. The more you focus on your feelings of depression, and the more you regurgitate past events, the more you will sink. It's like quicksand. So I believe that depression in my life has been a gift. I have been able to help people through my videos all around the world. I've gotten messages and comments very, very touching to me that I have made a difference. We must not make a permanent decision based on a temporary feeling. This too shall pass, and if we have genetic depression like I do, I don't feel good most of the time. I would say 95% of the time. But I say, so what? I still get up, show up, and wake up. Let me say that again. Whether or not we feel good, we wake up, we show up, and we get up off the sofa, and we get our mind off ourselves. We continue to wake up, get up off the sofa, and show up for this world. We live with purpose, passion, power, and in the present. And we don't know what this day will bring. So when we decide to get out of the little me bubble and live a selfless, not self-centered, me life, we have a very rewarding life, not because of circumstance, but in spite of. I have a very fulfilling life, despite having had depression for most of my life. Living Fit with Laura, we never give up. Hope is our favorite four-letter word. What is hope? Having optimism, persisting in everything. Hope is having optimism, persisting in everything. We keep our eyes focused on the sun. We realize our Creator is with us, whether or not we can see Him, because we live by facts and not by feelings. We see our struggles as our strengths. If we have genetic depression, which I have, I will accept that about myself, and I'll continue living by my routine. Today I got up. I did not feel like exercising, but I'm out here because I have decided to wake up, get up, and show up, and do my best. On this beautiful day, we have hope because our struggles can be our strengths. As long as we have a positive attitude, not centered on self, and receptive to the miracles that our Savior will bring us. We are receptive to the miracles, and remember that our lives are so much more than the few years that we're on this earth. Keep on trucking, keep on moving, keep on getting up and showing up. Live Fit with Laura, keep it up. I'm so proud of you.